All right, so today we're visiting Utrecht. We're going to spend some time walking around these historic streets and check out this charming town, see what we can find. Let's get started.
Yes, situated along scenic canals, this place is pretty charming. We are going to climb an old tower while here to see the breathtaking view from above, as well as venturing underground in search of history. We will be seeing all kinds of magnificent sights, as well as something a little more bizarre. So get ready, this is Utrecht. It is more than just a city. It is actually one of the 12 provinces of the Netherlands, and it is packed with things to see. Like this interesting display, which is located just outside of the main train station. Now, as cool as this looks, we're not going to be hanging out here for long. Nope, we are heading into the city center to see exactly what makes this place so special. Like I said, there are canals all throughout this town, as well as architecture that you will not believe. So the big tower that you just saw, we're actually underneath it right now. And yeah, we're going to be climbing that a little bit later. Now just up ahead, it looks like there might be something important on the other side of this passageway. So let's go take a look. We now find ourselves at the Domkerk, which was the cathedral of the Diocese of Utrecht during the Middle Ages. And here we have a great view of that massive tower. Now right over here next to that church, we have a statue of a bishop who just happens to be John I of the House of Nassau. So let's go take a look at this large stone behind him. This thing is covered in runes, but it's actually only a replica of the 10th century Great Jelling Stone of Denmark. In 1936, it was gifted to the University of Utrecht on the 300th anniversary of this educational institution. You'll find a few other plaques on the walls around here too that show the layout of the area and tell of its fascinating history. But right now, let's go in here and check out the cathedral cloister. Most of the construction you see right now of this Gothic architecture occurred throughout the 13th and 16th centuries. Dedicated to St. Martin, it is currently a Protestant church. And what an amazing sight it is. If you're into historic religious structures like that, the Cathedral of St. Catherine is located just down the street. Construction of this medieval monastery began in the mid-1400s. The convent part of this building now houses a museum dedicated to the Christian art and cultural heritage of the Netherlands. Through these doors, we enter into a courtyard, which was once the garden where monks grew their herbs. What a peaceful life that must have been. Now, if you're into history, then one of the things you will definitely want to seek out while in town is the Dom Under. This visitor center over here is where you get your ticket. Inside, you will learn of the history of the area and how a tornado in 1674 destroyed the cathedral nave that once connected the church to the tower. This attraction focuses on that disaster and the archaeological evidence left behind. Now that we've met with our assigned group, it is time to head underground to see the ruins down below. So after ascending from the depths, I think it is finally time to climb that tower. Yeah, all 460 something steps of it. Inside, you will find a pretty impressive interior, and some really cool stained glass too. Constructed in the 14th century, this thing stands at over 368 feet tall, and is absolutely packed with history. You'll even get to see how these bells work. There are also views of the outside, and down below too. Did I mention those steps? Yes, there are multiple levels to ascend here, each with its own function. And just look at the size of this bell. But that's not all. There are even more up here too. And if you think we've reached the top, you'd better guess again. We have one more level to get us way up there. Now that may have been quite an ordeal, but the view, totally worth it.
All right, so I just climbed that dome tower that you see behind me back there, and that thing was absolutely exhausting. Over 400 and something steps, but I did survive it, so yeah, there's that. Whew. Now it's time for a drink.
Well, while Siege goes for a much-needed drink, how about we take this opportunity to look for some of the local cheese? There are shops like this all around town, and the coolest part is that you can actually sample the different varieties they have to offer. Now for something else a little more relaxing, after a tasty beverage that is, you might want to seek out this psychedelic passageway known as the Utrecht Lumen.
Well, as you can see, it's starting to rain a bit, so that pretty much does it for our time here in Utrecht. But I had a great time. I'm still a little wore out from that tower thing back there, but if you enjoyed this, be sure you hit that like and subscribe button and stick around because there's a lot more Netherlands on the way.
Yes, this was for sure one really cool town to experience, on both the ground level and up from above too. We found a lot of history here, and interesting sights both old and new. So definitely consider adding Utrecht to your travel itinerary when visiting the Netherlands.